Hi, hello, hey, what's up everybody? I'm back. I'm back. But like, am I back officially? Or is it just a one-time thing? Who knows? Okay, so I saw Prettymuch. If you don't know who they are, they're a boy band that has been made by Simon Cowell. He like saw them over the internet, picked them, brought them to an audition. They auditioned together and he was like, boom, let's put these 5 boys together. You can look it up on any social media or whatever. But yes, so I got to see them and meet them. I went to the LA show of their Everywhere tour, which just ended because their LA show was the last show. And I'm here to tell you about my experience and how my day went and all that jazz. So let's hop into this. Since I live in San Diego and the drive from here to LA is 2 hours, I drove 2 hours to go see Prettymuch, and I woke up at like 5 in the morning to get ready and be all glammed up for the boys and look good. And also because we had to leave at like 8 o'clock because I wanted to get there early to wait in line to be like front row for the concert. I was lucky enough to meet up with some of my mutuals that I met on Twitter, and I got to meet up with my mutual Itzel. I hope I'm saying your name right, I'm so sorry. And she is honestly the most sweetest person ever. Please guys, make internet friends, they're great. It was probably about like 2 hours before the show. The one time I did not pay attention to my phone, Justin Bieber drove by. He literally drove by in his black G-Wagon, and I'm kind of upset because I haven't seen Justin since 2016, and the fact that he was literally like 5 feet away from me and I didn't even notice, it's kind of depressing. So that's LA for you. So they did this thing where they checked off your tickets to see what you got, because if it was just you and another friend, you didn't get a package or anything like that, that they just like gave you whatever colored wristband. They went in like, I think like the very first section, which was me and like other people. We got orange, and then like someone got red, and like you got blue and stuff. And so they went in the order of a rainbow. Then they checked to see if you were under the age of 21, because if you were under the age of 21 they gave you a wristband that had like the R on it to symbolize the Roxy. And then if you had a package with 20 plus people, you got a poster, a patch, and a keychain. And I was lucky enough to get one myself because my friend did not want hers. So I got the poster. This is the Prettymuch poster. And this is the patch. You probably can't see it, but it says beans on it. And you get a Prettymuch keychain. You probably can't see it, which is okay because I put it on my backpack ASAP. But on the back is a picture of the boys, and then it says Prettymuch across the keychain. So yeah, I was blessed to get that. Then you went through the security, which they had metal detectors, which was really good. You got into the venue and they gave you these Prettymuch bracelets that light up. It's currently lighting up right now, and I have no idea why. It's been doing that ever since I got home yesterday. And mine has been going off in class all day, and it's been freaking me out. But basically there's this tab that was in the light, and you pull it and you text a number, whatever the code was, and it activates the bracelet. And the bracelet was going off during the concert, so it was playing like different colors to the beat of the songs that they were playing, which was really cool. And you walk in, and to the left is like the area where friends and family were gonna be, and then like literally you walk in and the stage is like right there, but then like everyone was lined up, and I was actually like pretty close. Like I got up and I was like, oh my god, there's like hardly anyone in here, let's pop up to the front. So I was like 3rd row to the front, which was great. And we were off to the side at first, and then when I came back from buying merch, here's Prettymuch merch, then like I saw that there was a spot in the middle. I was like, let's move to the middle, because I just realized that like the stage was so like diagonal. It was literally like this. It was literally like a triangle, and like this, where my thumbs are is where this end of the stage was, and I was like, okay, I need to be in the middle. So I was like, let's move over a little bit. While I was in the middle waiting for the show to start, I saw Charlotte, and Charlotte, if you don't know who Charlotte is, that's Brandon's girlfriend. And like she came down from like the friends and family section, and she was taking pictures with fans, and it's like I wanted to go and take pictures, but like I also didn't want to lose my spot. But my friend was next to me, but then it's like I didn't want someone else taking my picture for me, even though that's normal. But like, and then as soon as I made that final decision, I looked back and there was a whole bunch of people that came in, and so I couldn't see Charlotte anymore. I was like, okay. I saw Haley. She was in the front, and then she left, and then she went to the family and friends section. If you don't know who Haley is Brandon's sister. And then like the show started, and next thing you know, I'm like being pushed up closer and closer. Like, I ain't complaining. It's okay. Honestly, I enjoyed the concert very much. I made eye contact with Zion. I was getting hyped with him in the crowd because it was when, oh my God, LA Beans, I am disappointed. Literally, Zion's solo came on for Would You Mind, and like people forgot the lyrics, or they just didn't shout it out. Like, he pointed the mic to us, and then like everyone was kind of like silent, but like you can hear other people in the background singing this, like singing his part, and I was one of those people. But then I was like, what the heck? And then he saw me singing along, so then he pointed at me, and we were both getting hyped with one another. I was like, my king. Austin and I made contact. Greatest thing ever. I did not get to make eye contact with Edwin, Brandon, or Nick. I got to witness the beautiful If I Ever Fall in Love cover and 10K Hours, aka the best song ever that's unreleased, that will be soon released. But the concert was amazing. It was my first time seeing Prettymuch, so like I was hyped. After the show, I was in line and meet and greet, and I saw Kobe, and I was freaking out. And so for meet and greet, like I said earlier, it was like rainbow colors, so like red went first, and then orange, and then green, and then yellow, you know, however the rainbow goes. And so I was the second group to go to meet and greet to take pictures with the boys. I brought gifts for them. Well, I brought small gifts for all the guys, and then I got Zion a candle, because if you like saw his tweet from like before, he was like, I'm obsessed with candles, so if you like bring me a good smelling candle, we'd be best friends. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, I got you. So I got him a nice good smelling candle from Bath and Body Works, the plug to get the best candles besides Yankee Candle. And then I wrote a note in there saying that like, hi, I hope you enjoy your candle, and then I left him my Twitter handle. And then the gifts that I got for all the rest of the boys was this bracelet. I hope you can see it good well. It's like those, I think it's the Lokai bracelets. That's how you pronounce it, I think. Yeah, but it's like one of those. So I got them all of that. And so, okay, this is the best part of the entire show. So, for some reason, we could not record our meet and greet anymore, even though literally all the other shows got to do that, except for like San Fran and LA. And then they said we had to have 2 people in our group, so it had to be me and someone else to take the photo, because we couldn't take individual photos, which was dumb and unfair. Because once again, we had to be rushed out of the venue as usual. That happened at every single show, which was crazy. This entire thing was a mess, but it's okay. And so I was next, and Edwin saw me and he looked me up and down, and I did the same to him, and then he gave me a look, and I was like, okay. And then it was time for me to go, and so I went up to Zion and I was like, this is for you, and I handed him his gift, and he gave me this cute look. He was like, I was like, oh my god, my heart and soul. And then I turned to like face the boys, like all of them, and I basically was like talking to Brandon, because Brandon was the only one that heard me. And then I was like, so I got you guys these bracelets. And then he was like, OMG, that's so cool, thank you. He literally acted like a 5-year-old getting presents on Christmas Day. It was the cutest thing ever. And so I was literally like kind of shaking really bad because I was nervous. And so Brandon was helping me out by passing out the bracelets to all the other boys. And like Brandon touched my hand and it's like, okay. And then like Edwin tried to grab the bracelet and basically touched my hand and I was like, okay. So I was kind of freaking out a little bit. But for like the meet and greet, it was Zion, Austin, Brandon, Nick, and Edwin. And I stood between Brandon and Austin because I wanted to stand next to Brandon. And I was praying he was going to be in the middle and Brandon was in the middle. So I was like, thank the Lord. And I was going to go in for a hug because they've had this no hugging rule since like the second show. And I was like, that's dumb. It's meet and greet for a reason. You're meeting and greeting them so you get to hug them. So they took our picture and the lady was like, look over here. And so I looked in the direction where I heard the voice, but I didn't see the camera. So I was literally staring between their management and the camera. So hopefully I didn't look weird at all. So we took our picture and then Brandon thanked me again for the bracelet. And then like he saw I was going in for a side hug. So I gave him a side hug. But then like when I was leaving, he was still holding on to my waist. So I was like, Brandon, I gotta go. I'm sorry. And so I said bye to them and then that was it. It was like probably like a 20-second meet and greet. Well, for me because I got to talk to them and like give them their bracelets and everything. But yeah. And then I waited outside the venue for them for probably about like 30 minutes. And there was like a whole bunch of other girls that were waiting outside too. And so you would think that since all the other boys came out the entrance of the venue to go into their Sprinter van and leave, that the boys were going to do that. So we were all waiting by the front of the entrance and their van was parked right there because we're like, okay, they're going to come out. And it's like, it's LA, it's the last show. They're not going anywhere. They don't need to rush out of here so we can have time to talk to them and take like individual pictures with them. Well, you thought wrong. It was so terrible. The security guard was telling us to move all the way back, all the way to the curb, and that was like super far away from the van. And then the other side was closer because their driveway wasn't as far as ours. So we're like, okay, what the heck? And then as soon as we saw like the last few girls coming out and then we saw some of like their friends coming out of the venue, we were like, okay, the boys are about to come out. So we kept inching forward and forward, more and more closer. And then next thing you know, like still more people were coming out, but like the boys weren't coming out yet. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, why do I feel like the driver's gonna get in the van, turn around and then back into the driveway and the boys are gonna go in through the back way and then leave? Guess who was right? Literally, the driver got in, backed into the driveway, and the boys got out on the exit side. There was like an exit area by like over where the meet and greet line was, and they got out through there, and then they hopped in the van and then they left. I was like, so this was a waste of like 40 minutes. Like, that's great. But overall, I really enjoyed the concert. I am so glad that I was able to go and I just got blessed. And literally January 28th, 2018 will be by far the best day ever, if nothing else good happens in the future. But so far, that day is my favorite day, and if I can relive that day over again, I totally would. So I took some really good videos, so I'm gonna put some in, so I hope you enjoy them.
Fast like it's trying to run from me. I really see it. They said that was happening. First when I hit up, there's something good happening. And now I'm feeling that this is life. No, now there's a bind, everything you want from it. And when you hit that drunk, you know I'm not doing it. I'll pass it right back to you, girl, like this. You don't understand how much I stand up. So you standing next to me, I'm gonna stand forward. First time that I saw your brown eyes, you said hello and I said hi. I knew right then you were the one. But I was to my satisfaction. You are more than just a friend. And if I
that's it for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed my experience. And for anyone that is wanting to meet them in the future or wanting to go see their shows, I hope you do. I hope all the best for you. So if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I'm pretty sure I will be reviving this channel. I have ideas for my channel. I hope if you've been subscribed to me since the beginning that you're still with me and are being patient. I've been like MIA for over a year now because that last year of school was just too much for me. I didn't really have time for anything, so yeah. And also, if you don't know, I have a vlog channel that's up, and sadly I don't have a vlog up. I was supposed to vlog at the Prettymuch concert, but like stuff happened in the beginning, and it was just a train wreck that day, but like the concert made everything better, so I didn't really get to film much. So I'll hopefully be posting vlogs soon. My vlog channel is just about me going to concerts basically, and like me doing stuff with friends or whatever you guys want to see me do. So yeah, it's called Simply Kalisha. You probably can't find it, so I'll link it in the description below, and you can subscribe to that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day today, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Okay, bye. Oh my god, I haven't done a video in like forever.